That's the stone. That's the
You might think that this is some kind of a video game, but what you're watching is a live kidney stone being broken into bits by a highly specialized laser. It's a first world standard in endourology, and now Dr. Victor Lizarraga Jr. is doing this procedure in Belize.
Well, it is newer technology. You know, this type of surgery, definitely for Belize, it's very new. In the developed world, it has replaced many other types of surgery for kidney stone. So, cutting edge, it's the standard essentially. I would more say than cutting edge.
The laser on a strand of fiber optic cable is less than a fraction of a millimeter in diameter, and Dr. Lizarraga controls all of it using 3 screens. There's no incision in this procedure. Everything goes through the urethra in the penis, and the doctor controls it remotely with this device. When he's done breaking up the stone with the laser, he introduces this basket to clean up everything else. Here you can see it scooping up pieces of pulverized kidney stones. And while it looks big on the screen, it's actually microscopic, but enough to cause anyone major pain. He looks at home in a surgical theater here in Belize and wants to make it that way long term. But right now he's only visiting. Dr. Lizarraga is presently a faculty member at the Baylor College of Medicine in Houston, but he longs for a home practice.
The goal has always been to come back, but before you come back, you have to have adequate training, you have to have adequate technology, so that is the transition time that I'm going through now.
All the knowledge and specialization you've attained,
sure.
Is it hard to try and find a way to bring that back to Belize and work in that environment, which is what you've been trained for?
Well, it is a challenge, and if it wasn't a challenge, everybody would do it, so it is certainly something that is a work in progress.
And after 11 years in medical school, he has learned that work is the only means to progress. What would be your advice to a young person who sees a career in medicine but maybe sees it as an unattainable dream?
Well, everything takes hard work, and I think you have to, anything that you decide to do, medicine or any career you decide, you have to first decide, find out what the sacrifices are that you'll need to do, what price you'll have to pay, and that price may be, not going out to party, stay home and study, not, play games, video games, whatever, stay home and study, and that's the price you have to pay. If you decide that, if you know what the price you have to pay is, and you know the goal, then you just prepare yourself to pay that price.
And if you don't want to end up under his laser for a quite costly procedure, the best advice is, as we saw you working on a stone today, what would you say lifestyle-wise would be the best thing to change if you don't want to be in that position?
Well, you said the main thing is lifestyle, and unfortunately the lifestyle that we are leading these days is making it very problematic for the kidneys, not only from stones, but things like more damaging to kidneys are diabetes, high blood pressure, smoking, and these are all lifestyle illnesses to a certain degree. So, I mean, the most important thing we can do is think about our health in the future, think about the choices we make today and say, how will they affect us in the future? Cut back on the rich, delicious Belizean diet. Don't do it 3 meals a day, maybe just once a week, be health conscious.